Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial here on IT Tutorials. I am Josef Botnar. I'm continuing the series of tutorials regarding to this project, grocery vegetable list. This project has been done using ASP.NET Core MVC 3.1. This tutorial has the goal to set the connection string and also to add the services which are absolutely necessary to make functional this app and to connect the DB context to database. Okay, let's start setting the connection string. Therefore, we have to go inside this file app settings.json, and here let's go where is written this allowed host, and let's first of all add a comma, enter, double quotes, and let's add this connection strings property. As you have noticed, I use the plural because we can have many connection strings which can use multiple databases. Color and curly brackets, as you can see, Visual Studio added these automatically. We have to set a name for our connection string. I'm gonna to name my connection string like vegetable context, and we have to set a server for our connection string. Our server is going to be a local DB, and the server is going to be a local MS SQL DB. I'm going to add double backslashes, and here our MS SQL local DB, semicolon. Our database must have a name. I'm going to set the name like the vegetables list, yeah, semicolon, and I'm going to use the trusted connection to avoid the Windows authentication, and I'm going to set the trusted connection to true, again semicolon, and I'm going to add one more parameter, namely this parameter multiple active results. So result sets, yeah, set to true. Here I've got some spelling mistakes, so let's do a check. Multiple active result sets, yeah. This parameter multiple active result sets is a SQL Server feature which allows the execution of multiple badges to a single connection. So this is the connection string. We done all the settings needed, but this is not enough to connect our DB context to the database. Therefore, we have to go back here in Solution Explorer, and we have to launch this file startup.cs, and inside this file we have to go inside this method configure services, and we have to add here a service, yeah. So I'm going to write this interface services dot. If I hover over it, you can see this is a interface collection, these services, and I'm going to add this method add DB context, which will add our DB context used in this application. So which is our DB context? Our DB context is here in models is this vegetable context class. Yeah, I use this vegetables context class to add a DB context. As you can see, I go back here in startup, and I'm going to add the class used to add the DB context. Yeah, vegetables context. I have to add this using. Okay, parentheses, and inside the parentheses I have to set the options. Yeah, and I'm going to write a lambda expression for this. I go back here in our DB context class. Do you remember we created this constructor using this parameter DB context options, which will configure the options for our applications. One of the options for our application is to use the secure server as a server, yeah, as a engine server. So I go back here, and I'm gonna to write again this parameter options dot, and we have to add the secure server and the connection string used in our app. Therefore, I'm going to use this method, use SQL server parentheses. Let's remove these errors here, and because this method is a entity framework method, I have to use this using. Yeah, click on it. All right. And now inside this parentheses of this method, I have to configure the connection string. I have to get the connection string using this property connection configuration, sorry, dot, and after I'm going to use this method get connection string, because we have to get the connection string using the name of the connection string. The name of connection string, we go here, and this is the name of the connection string, vegetable context. Yeah, we are going to put the name inside the parentheses of this method get connection string. It's better if I copy from here the name of the connection string to avoid the errors. Okay, and here at the end, semicolon. Here you go. Let's save all our changes, and let's release this application. Let's see if we have to check if we have errors. Yeah, and if all the changes made is working. Yeah, our application is working, no errors. That means all the settings, the configurations done in this tutorial are correct, are working well, no problems. Our connection string is good, is working. Also, here all the services, the methods add using these services are working, and the settings are correct. We don't have too much changes on our web page, as you have noticed. Yeah, it's the same as it was. So we don't have changes. As you can see, we have the same interface because we have done a few configurations. We have done the models. We have done here a few changes in controllers, but you will see changes on web page when I get here in views, and I'm going to change the index file, and I'm going to make here the changes. Yeah, so that's all for now. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you next time. Bye bye.